if you're lactose intolerant, you can't watch this movie because it's got so much cheese.
Sorry, yeah, I gotta go. You guys can do this on your own now.
Nope, end it there. You agree 100%. I'm right.
Welcome back, fellas.
Season 2.
Hello.
Season 2.
It's been a
Finally
minute.
here.
Surprise season 2.
They
I don't
finally picked us up for another season.
Thanks,
to the
HBO
network.
Max.
What? Like, let's be real here. When was the last time we actually sat down and recorded the four of us? What was the last
man.
one? Do you
Well, there's
remember?
3 of us, but
There's.
What did I say? The 4 of
You
us?
said
Four of
4.
us.
Holy crap! I'm an idiot.
it's been a minute.
It's been a minute, and we've done a lot of, we've done some bonus episodes, we've done some guest episodes. So since I don't know when's the last time we all sat back down together, but I'm happy to see.
I think it was in May because I think the last one we sat down and recorded together, like all 3 of us, like the full Flicks fellas, was Things Seen and Heard, right? Or Heard and
Things
Seen.
Heard
whatever
and
the
Heard
fuck
and
it is.
Seen.
Correct.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can say though confidently, I'm still the only fella that hasn't missed a recording.
That's true. We're gonna like break your kneecaps so you have to miss
So I
it.
have to miss a
So you
recording.
have to miss one.
You're gonna
Yeah.
come break my headset and my camera. All right. Well, welcome back. So we're in season 2. I hope you guys enjoyed season 1. We're kind of separating this from that. We have some new fun ideas for content. We're going to expand on what we were doing last season. We have some fun ideas for new episodes to come out that have a little bit of a twist. And we're going to change a little bit of the format. And you're going to see that in this episode. This will be the first episode that has the new format. We're still going to do first reactions, where we have the 10 to 15 minutes of no spoilers. But we're also going to give a click, play, or keep scrolling after that point, because then our listeners can watch that point, choose to go watch the movie or not watch the movie, and then come back and listen to the full podcast. And then maybe after our conversation, we have something we like to call the double down, where we have to explain what we think, and then if we were swayed by our other fellas, then we have to explain that as well. But other than that, we're happy to be back.
Kev, what are you
You
doing
guys
with your
got
eyes?
anything else?
No, I'm going with James's narration with my eyebrows. Like my eyebrows are James talking.
Oh,
You're like
okay.
signing with your eyebrows.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Did you
that's
see how
good.
that worked out?
Yeah, I appreciate that, Kev.
I just got so, like anytime James talks, I get so fucking bored, and then I
That's-
gotta figure out something to do.
That's good, Kevin, because we're putting on an audio podcast, and I'm hosting this one today, so I'm going to do a little bit of talking. So, this episode, we decided to take a look at The Tomorrow War. It is a 2021 American military science fiction action film directed by Chris McKay and starring Chris Pratt. This picture was produced by David Ellison, Dana Goldberg, Don Granger, David S. Goyer, Jules Daly, and Adam Kolbrenner, and it was written by Zach Dean. The ensemble cast features Chris Pratt, Yvonne Strahovski, J.K. Simmons, Betty Gilpin, and Sam Richardson, in addition to many more.
It is without. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
This movie is a fast-paced sci-fi action movie that brings a new, so popular trope, time travel, which is in a lot of movies recently, where Dan Forrester is a biology teacher who becomes wrapped up in a war of a generation, even though it's not his generation. Now, fellas, we'll talk about some first reactions. I think I'll send it over. Kev, you got something? Kev, I'll just send it to you. You got something to say? I'll send it to you.
Kevin's trying to
first.
cut you off, so.
It is without fail that James picks a movie with actors or actresses that he does not know and he cannot pronounce their fucking names.
Nope. That's
I
the
don't
brand.
Every
know if
time.
there's been one episode where you knew the pronunciation of all the actors' names.
I don't know how to look it up, and I don't know how to do it.
Love that for you.
Yeah, that is my favorite meme of this show. My first reactions, wow. This movie, it wasn't bad. Like, there was not a point where I was like, man, I hate that I'm watching this movie. Maybe like once. Maybe it was a half hour too long, too. Like there was a point I thought was the end, and then I looked at the timestamp, and there was 35 minutes left, and I was like, oh fuck. I was like, I need to go to bed. So maybe just a little long for what it was, but like it was a good action flick. And the time travel, that's a whole other story. We can talk about that. I hate time travel in movies, but we can talk about it. I'm sure we'll have a lot of differing opinions on that time travel, or we all have the same opinion. I don't know. We haven't talked about it yet. But generally, it was not a bad movie. I like Chris Pratt. Who else was in that movie?
I love Chris Pratt.
J.K. Simmons is always a pleasure to watch
hoot
on
and
the
a holler.
screen. A hoot and a holler.
A hoot and a holler.
Whatever her name is, girl from Dexter, who James thought was Captain Marvel. She was
Yvonne.
pretty good too.
Yes.
Yeah, Yvonne.
Yuri.
And then the dude who played Charlie, he was funny. I think he's in
funny.
TV shows.
He's in Veep
Veep.
with
is he?
Yeah.
Louis Dreyfus.
Yeah, I think he had something on Comedy Central for a minute, but and I just saw him on like a TikTok today. Actually, I was like, oh, I literally just watched that guy. But yeah, all in all, pretty good. Joe, what'd you think?
So my very first reaction was it starts off in the future. Again, no spoilers, but this is 30 seconds in. Starts off in the future, and then they say 28 years earlier, and they show the date, and it's 2022. And I said, holy shit, this is still so far in the future. And I realized 2022 is only a few months away.
We're in August of
like,
2021.
whoa. We're in the future. This is wild.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my very first reaction. Then I actually enjoyed this movie. You know, there was three major sci-fi tropes of time travel, aliens, and apocalypse that could have gone horribly, horribly wrong and cheesy and over dramatic. But I think the writing and the acting in this movie saved it, and it made it pleasurable, not just watchable. It actually was entertaining. And like Kev said, it was a good cast that was able to execute and make it not seem like a cheesy sci-fi movie, even though it's time travel and there's always going to be some paradoxes. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Paradoxy?
There's going to be like...
Or just just like what's the word? Not even just paradoxes, but
logical fallacies.
yeah,
Well,
thank you.
Just straight up like
Just
impossible.
like loopholes.
Yes.
The
But
CGI was pretty good too on the aliens.
I was indifferent about it. I thought it was a little overdone, but not terrible. It was, again,
Yeah. I think it was good. I don't think it was not the best I've ever seen, obviously, you know.
No,
Yeah.
not at all. But definitely watchable. Like,
Yeah.
well, James, why don't you give us your first reactions? You haven't even gone yet.
Sure. So I'll roll in. So I had a good time watching this movie. I definitely think it's it very much falls into the popcorn action flick. You know what I mean? Like this definitely is not something that I am like, oh, this movie like changed my opinion on like the way like this genre kind of works. It's just like something else to throw in like the junk food movie bucket that I like to watch. Like, and I actually have a lot of movies to compare this against because I actually do really like this this movie. Like I compare it against like it's very similar to Battle Los Angeles. It's very similar to like there were elements of War of the Worlds in there that I saw, and at least like kind of the way they were shooting certain things. But it was a very like what was the other one? What was the one? Oh gosh, I can't remember.
What movie?
It's
Give
not
me a description.
Cloverfield. It's aliens are coming down. There was a little bit of
District
District
9?
9, little bit of District 9. But it was, because there's a lot. It's again, this one throws in time travel, which makes it very unique. But there's definitely this is a story that has been semi-told before. So, it also gave me what's it called? What's the movie with Tom Hanks about time travel, or it's like he keeps repeating the same day.
Groundhog's
The Edge
Day.
of
That's
Tomorrow.
not Tom Hanks.
That's
What am I saying? No, Tom Hanks? Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise.
No. Wait, what movie are
It
you
is Tom
talking
Cruise.
about?
It is Tom Cruise.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow.
I thought you were saying Groundhog Day. I was like,
No,
that's...
not Groundhog. Yeah, no, not Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
No, Edge of Tomorrow is a movie where they're like fighting aliens, and essentially he keeps repeating the same day, and they get further and further and further.
Didn't they like
behind.
change the name of that movie too?
I don't know. It's kind of
Wasn't it?
confusing.
Edge of Tomorrow, and then they like changed it to Live, Die, Repeat or something?
That's
Or
a way
did they
worse
change
title.
it? I know. I think was it? Yeah, Live,
But-
Die, and Repeat.
Yeah, regardless, what's it called? I think that this movie it holds its own in that movie genre. So definitely fun. I think I agree with Kevin's point though about the extra 25, 35 minutes. There was a point in the movie where I was like, all right, that's a really good kind of like cut. You know what I mean? There were some awesome shots in this movie, like really awesome, beautiful. Like I want to take one of those shots and make it like the background. If I like this movie more, I would make it like the background of my PC.
What shots
Can
are
I-
you talking about? Because I like would disagree with that.
Okay, go ahead, Joey.
Well, wait. Answer his question, and then I want
No,
to.
what shots? Well, I can't.
I'm gonna
say
change the
Kevin
topic.
without spoiling something. So
Oh, okay.
it's
Well,
yeah.
then, I want to address the length because I know exactly the moment you guys are talking about that you thought the movie should end and that it just went on. And we just lost Kevin. I have a feeling he's going to come back with a big surprise. Kevin?
Oh no!
Is he good?
Oh, his battery's about
Oh,
to die.
no.
His computer's definitely about to die.
That's so funny.
What's going on, Kev? Give the people an update. Can he hear us? Oh, his headphones? What's
Not
going
yet.
on?
What's up?
I'm drinking a high noon, and I guess it was too cold in the fridge, so like I cracked it and it like froze. Does that ever happen to you, like with a drink, where you
No.
crack it and then it starts to freeze? And it was like fine for a second, and then I squeezed the can, and it just started like overflowing.
Exploding. That's
Overflowing.
insane. I feel like the way you reacted to that, I thought you like won the lottery, and you were like,
Yeah,
fuck
I
you
was
guys.
Are we
No,
ever going to see
that
Kevin
was
again?
like- That was like me thinking I can handle it, and then it just got progressively worse.
Kevin is sitting on a fire.
And I knew I couldn't handle it in that moment.
Oh my goodness.
Too funny. I'm sorry, Joe.
Well,
If you could go
yeah,
back, that
that's
would be
really
wonderful.
rude of you
And
to
maybe
interrupt.
we could cut this. And just-
No, I don't think so.
If you're
All right,
listening,
Joey, what were you-
you have to watch on YouTube. But
You do.
Okay. So I was saying, I know the exact
Kevin made
point that
it
you guys are
It-
talking. Oh, we're still on this. I
I'm,
see.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say it reminds me of that scene in The Office, in Threat Level Midnight. Do you remember that episode?
Yes.
Like Michael's movie, and he spills the drink on Dwight, who thinks he's a robot, and Dwight goes, "Oh no!" And then they cut it because he doesn't want to be a robot. I'm sorry. That was way off topic, Joe. Start over. Cut all that. Blah blah blah.
I think we're gonna leave that.
I think we're gonna leave it in. I think.
Oh,
All right,
goodness.
Joey. So after
Anyway.
the seventh time Kevin cut you off.
Yes. I know what point you guys are talking about where you thought the movie should end and it keeps going. I will say this, I don't think the length was really an issue because I do like that they give you more story and it's not just like, oh, time's up, everybody lived peacefully, happy ever after type of thing. But I do think they should have spent more time in the beginning establishing kind of the world because I think they just quickly made you accept that what they were showing was real. And again, this might get into spoilers, so I don't want to like do too much, but a lot happens that is very far fetched. That in my mind, I
Yeah.
want to know some more progress of how that became to reality and how people kind of accepted this and governments started to take action and not just like,
Yeah.
well, here we are less than a year later and this is the way it is now type of thing. So that's where I would have liked
It's
to
hard
see the
do that
extra
with, like, a
30
2-hour
minutes.
Movie, though. Hard
was
to do that
2.5
with a 2-hour
hours.
movie. 2.5 hours.
was-
Yeah, I mean, it felt
Almost.
long, and there was All right, I think we're all kind of like we're getting to the point where we want to start talking about spoilers. So like, how about we do the new format? Give our press play or press play or keep scrolling before we
Can
go
I-
in. Go ahead.
Can I guess how like what the numbers are gonna be? Not who, but like how many yeses we're gonna have or press plays.
Yes.
I think we're all pressing play, but that's
Okay.
just my guess. So go ahead. Who wants
All
to
right.
start?
I started with Kevin for first reactions. Let's start with Joey for press play or keep scrolling.
Yeah. I'm gonna say press play. It's tropey. It's got its issues, but it's like I said, it's well done in the sense of acting and writing, good cast, and entertaining. So I wouldn't look at it as the goal of sci-fi, but I'd press play.
Nice. Kevin?
I mean, you know what I'm gonna say if my bet was we're all pressing play. Yeah, I'd watch it. Like, if someone asked me, "Hey, should I watch this movie?" Like, I'd say yes. Like, if you like sci-fi, like, and that movie's already interesting to you, just watch it. Why not?
Yep, 100%. I agree. Kevin, you were correct. We're going to do 3 press plays. I think it's a good. I think this was a good movie. You know, I think this was for a there are sci-fi that kind of challenge the bounds of like what you think and how you think about the world, which those are sci-fis that I really, really like. This is not one of those, but this is a very good action sci-fi interesting plot. You know, good for 2.5 hours. A little long, but good movie. Okay, well, thank you for listening to First Reactions. Please, if you haven't watched the movie, go watch the movie, or if you're cool with spoilers, hang with us until after the break. So thank you very much, and we'll see you in a sec.